Welcome to the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's 26th Annual Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala. The awards honor outstanding individuals, organizations, or corporations in the Greater Pittsburgh community who exemplify leadership in improving the quality of life for African Americans. This year's honorees include Franco for community leadership, and Rabbi Hazan Jeffrey Myers for community leadership. The Urban League would like to thank our corporate allies for their year-long support. Presenting partner, Peoples and Essential Utilities Company. Corporate allies, BNY Mellon, Dollar Bank, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, Highmark Whole Care, Howard Hanna Mortgage Services, Key Bank, Pfizer, Pitt Ohio Express, PNC Bank, PPG, UPMC, and all our champions, benefactors, partners, donors, and program sponsors. Get in all of the fun and participate in our virtual photo booth brought to you by citizens. Simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and become a part of tonight's festivities. Ronald H. Brown was born on August 1, 1941, in Washington, D.C. Defying racial barriers, he established a career in law and worked as a National Urban League lobbyist before becoming chairperson of the Democratic National Committee in 1989. He earned a law degree from St. John's University, attending classes at night while working first as a welfare caseworker for the city of New York, then for the National Urban League. He spent 12 years with the Urban League as Deputy Executive Director, General Counsel, and Vice President of the Washington Bureau. During this time, he became involved in politics and worked on Senator Edward Kennedy's presidential campaign in 1980. In 1993, he became the Secretary of Commerce under the administration of President Bill Clinton. Brown was killed in a plane crash in the Balkans in 1996. Following Brown's death, President Clinton establishes the Ron Brown Award for Corporate Leadership and Responsibility. The U.S. Department of Commerce also presents the Ronald H. Brown American Innovator Award each year as well. In 1996, the second year of her tenure as president and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh, Esther Bush and the board of directors established the Ronald H. Brown Leadership Gala, named after the former United States Secretary of Commerce and former National Urban League Vice President. Endorsed by the Ronald H. Brown Foundation, this premier event highlights the relationship of mutual respect and partnership between the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh and the corporate community. The initial gala in 1996 was held at the Carnegie Music Hall and grossed $160,000. More than 80 cents of each dollar received helps defray the costs of programs and services of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. The awards honor outstanding individuals, organizations, or corporations in the Greater Pittsburgh community who exemplify leadership in improving the quality of life for African Americans.
My name is Jovelyn Pettis. I am a retransplant back to Pittsburgh. The reason why I decided to return back to Pittsburgh is, home is where the heart is. My family's here. I get to see them whenever. It's nice. It's nice. It's that comfort that you have. When I decided to move back to Pittsburgh, I said, okay, I cannot rent. I can't do this anymore. I don't want anyone living above me, below me. I need to place my mark on this earth somehow. So I looked up the Urban League, I signed up for the Pittsburgh location. It was a Saturday program, and it was really at that point to check off to make sure I didn't miss anything before I started, really digging in. And the thing I want people to know is that if you really take the steps, God will open a door for you. I swear. Second time, Pittsburgh Urban League, it was great. Saturday, all day. They had numerous speakers that came in and talked you through the entire process. It was really good, and from that point on, I was like, I can do this. It's time to purchase a home. In the city of Pittsburgh, not enough people of color honestly utilize it enough, and I hope to see it just grow because it's something that can really happen. The counselors at the Urban League are good. They're there to help you. Rome wasn't built in a day, so consistency, one day at a time, and just, if you have a question, don't be embarrassed to ask, because I was new to the home buying process. I know other people that went through it, but it's not the same as your process, and it's your experience. Closing date for me was actually January 8th. It was like a snowstorm. And I have to be honest, I was signing all of these papers, and they gave me the papers before to look at, which the Urban League recommends that you do. And it didn't really hit me until I got everything in, it was warm, and then all of a sudden the weather turned really cold. And literally, as the last box came in, snowflakes started coming down. And I was like, oh yeah, this is good. This was meant to be. And that's when I felt it. That's when I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm not paying anyone rent. This is great. Knowing the struggles and the redlining districts and the rather discrimination, Jim Crow, slavery, even today the passive-aggressive discrimination with some of the home lending institutions. It really is something that no one really can take away from you. It is really powerful, and it's one of the only ways that I feel that Black American community can really move forward and take control of the policies that happen in their communities. It's really having a voice as being a homeowner. The thing about home ownership, it really is part of your legacy. It's a feeling like no other. It's a true feeling of accomplishment.
Welcome to the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's 26th Annual Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala. The awards honor outstanding individuals, organizations, or corporations in the Greater Pittsburgh community who exemplify leadership in improving the quality of life for African Americans. This year's honorees include Franco Harris, and Rabbi Hazan Jeffrey Myers for community leadership. The Urban League would like to thank our corporate allies for their year-long support. Presenting partner, Peoples and Essential Utilities Company. Corporate allies, BNY Mellon, Dollar Bank, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, Highmark Whole Care, Howard Hanna Mortgage Services, Key Bank, Pfizer, Pitt Ohio Express, PNC Bank, PPG, UPMC, and all our champions, benefactors, partners, donors, and program sponsors. Take part in this year's virtual silent auction. Visit ulpgh2021.ggo.vid or simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and start your bidding. The virtual silent auction will remain open until the end of the event.
I think it's real important to come back to the community. One great thing about mentoring at Westinghouse, I live in the community. So I have the opportunity to see a lot of the students coming home from school. And I think to give back to the community and to be part of the community makes a difference. The relationship I had with some of the mentees in my program varied. Some of them were extremely sensitive. As a result of the sensitivity in their family life, it kind of poured out in their school life. Some were the fact that they needed someone to talk to and to communicate what's going on, not only at school, but what's happening at home and how it affects their day.
The young lady who's in the AAAT program, she started off having a lot of difficulties and struggles throughout middle school. And the AAAT mentoring program, we was able to sign her up for the program. And she had some struggles throughout middle school. Then she was able to build a relationship with her mentee.
It was an unusual situation. I went upstairs to the classroom without my mentee. And I walked in and I was able to talk to the teacher and tell her that I was there for my mentee's benefit, and I wanted to know what can I do to help improve her grade. And the situation was not that great because the teacher at that time felt very defensive. And as a result of that, I had to kind of step back. And my mentee, when I came out of the room, she gave me a big hug. And she thanked me for taking up for her. For some people, coming from a D to a C might not mean a lot, but she was so proud. She said, Miss Sparrow, I brought my grade up. I said, oh, I'm so happy for you. And she said, I'm going to bring up all my grades. So she accomplished her goal. She told me and she promised me that she was going to bring that grade up. And she said, I'm going to bring all my grades up. And she was very excited about it, very happy.
And now she is a junior in high school, and she's involved in many activities. She also increased her academics, and she's also becoming a well-rounded student. She's very involved in other opportunities besides academics as well.
Esther Bush was my friend, and she encouraged me to be a mentor. We went to high school together. We went here to Westinghouse, and I want to thank her for giving me this opportunity to be a mentor. It's helped me through my struggles of what I'm going through. I'm going through a little bit of grieving, and if I didn't have this, I think I'd be sitting at home grieving the loss of my husband. And I can't thank the Urban League enough. I know I'm going to cry.
We love all the opportunities and appreciate all the work that AAAT is doing here at the house. Thank you so much, Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh.
The Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala highlights the relationship of mutual respect and partnership between the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh and the corporate community. Let's take a second to look back at one of our previous award galas before we celebrate this year's honorees.
We want to toast to the Urban League Centennial, 100 years of encouraging communities and strengthening individuals as well and changing lives.
The thoughtful commitment of organizations like Dollar Bank and the steadfast work of women and men like Judge Clark, Andrea, and Glenn encourages and uplifts all of us in our journey towards racial justice and equal opportunity.
I certainly am thankful for this award. You know, there are many people that deserve it, and I can't say that I'm not glad that it was me this year, but I'm very thankful for it.
As President and CEO of Dollar Bank, I am honored on behalf of the bank to to accept the prestigious Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award from such an incredible organization as the Urban League. I believe that we are two organizations built on the foundation that service to our local community is paramount, and that we should always lend a helping hand to those in need.
I'm certainly grateful to the League. I don't have as significant a footprint as some of the other honorees, but I will always give my best, and I certainly will always live in support of my family and friends and the Urban League for the rest of my days.
I'm reminded of the observation that when you see a turtle sitting on a fence post, there's one thing you know for sure. He didn't get up there by himself. He had help. Taking on the role of the proverbial turtle, I can vouch for the relevance of that observation. Many helping hands, sometimes at great sacrifice, were critical to the path of my life.
And the Urban League of Pittsburgh, I see it every day in my courtroom, has helped save families. It has helped children either stay with their families or be reunited with their families. And I really am thankful for the service of the Urban League. I can't say enough about it.
Try to measure our contributions, the tally always seems light to me, and I wish we could have done much more. But we are not yet finished, and with this honor, I'm obliged to redouble my efforts. Whatever good we have done came straight from our hearts, without reservation, and we are eternally grateful for this honor.
Our work is not done. Let's enter this new century of service together with a renewed commitment to equity.
On behalf of the Urban League, to each and every one of you and to those who donated and helped support the Urban League over the years, thank you.
We are all better off as individuals, as a community, and as a court because of what these honorees have added to our world.
Welcome to the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's 26th Annual Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala. The awards honor outstanding individuals, organizations, or corporations in the Greater Pittsburgh community who exemplify leadership in improving the quality of life for African Americans. This year's honorees include Franco Harris, and Rabbi Hazan Jeffrey Myers for community leadership. The Urban League would like to thank our corporate allies for their year-long support. Presenting partner, Peoples and Essential Utilities Company. Corporate allies, BNY Mellon, Dollar Bank, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, Highmark Whole Care, Howard Hanna Mortgage Services, Key Bank, Pfizer, Pitt Ohio Express, PNC Bank, PPG, UPMC, and all our champions, benefactors, partners, donors, and program sponsors. Take part in this year's virtual silent auction. Visit ulpgh2021.ggo.vid or simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and start your bidding. The virtual silent auction will remain open until the end of the event. Get in all of the fun and participate in our virtual photo booth brought to you by citizens. Simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and become a part of tonight's festivities. Before we jump into this year's gala, let's take a brief look at last year's event.
It is my pleasure to welcome you tonight to the 2019 Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. For over a century, the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh has been available to open doors, provide educational opportunities, and advocate for change. For the past 24 years, this gala has been a showcase at which we acknowledge, thank, and honor individuals and organizations who aid in the achievement of the Urban League's vision.
101 years of compassionate support and human progress sustained by thoughtful, generous friends and fellow urban leaguers. Public funding changes and declines over time, but the steadfast commitment of individuals like you is what sustains the Urban League movement.
It is my distinct honor, on behalf of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's Board of Directors, to offer congratulations to this evening's Community Leadership Award recipients, Sharon McDaniel, Robert Hill, and for Civic Leadership Award recipient Bob Nelkin. Your work is an inspiration to us all.
Now, my friend Angelo Armenti, he asked me one day, how would you like to be remembered? And I said, well, when I'm dead, I don't care how I'm remembered. Tonight, I changed my mind. I would like to be remembered as ecstatic to be a 2019 Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award winner.
I'm just so humbly honored. As I was thinking about and contemplating what my words would be tonight, I was filled with emotion. Ron Brown would be very pleased, Esther, today about the African-American Strategic Partnership.
Ask everybody to make a commitment to yourself tonight that you are going to give more of yourself to others. Our community needs you.
We have a world that needs change, and our young people have the opportunity to change it. And if we can help embolden them and help empower them, that would be great. They can lead us to a place where there will be respect for all, and they can lead us with courage to stand up for what's right and against what's wrong. As people were struggling, Urban League was there to help. When there was injustice, Urban League was there to stand up for the rights of people. And when there was a lack of opportunity, Urban League was creating that opportunity. So I say congratulations to you on a long, long record of absolutely wonderful work.
Thank you for watching the Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala Pre-Show.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on. 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 Let us march on.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Andrew Stockey. I'm the news anchor and sports director at WTAE-TV here in Pittsburgh. I'm also a former member of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's Board of Directors and a longtime supporter of its mission. It is indeed my pleasure to serve as your master of ceremonies for this year's virtual celebration of the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala. Let me welcome you here tonight and thank you for joining us. Well, we want to thank not only you for joining us tonight, but also our board of directors, staff members, our corporate allies, and paying tribute to this year's leadership honorees, two extraordinary community leaders, Franco Harris and Rabbi Jeffrey Myers. Congratulations, Franco, and congratulations, Rabbi, on this honor tonight. Since its first day of service on February 12th of 1918, the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh has opened doors, provided educational and employment training opportunities, and advocated for positive change. For the past 26 years, this gala has been a showcase in which we acknowledge, thank, and honor individuals and organizations who aid in the achievement of the Urban League's vision. The Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards Gala puts the spotlight on remarkable individuals and organizations in our region, whose work has the net effect of helping African Americans to improve their quality of life and have access to a level playing field. We are inspired and encouraged by the compassionate leadership of tonight's honorees, Franco Harris and Rabbi Myers. Their examples challenge us to consider how we can step up to the plate and do our part to create a Pittsburgh that is inclusive, a Pittsburgh in which all of our residents are able to thrive. And I hope you'll consider how you can become involved in the important mission of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. The Urban League pledges to continue to work diligently to help African Americans in our region achieve economic self-reliance, parity, power, and civil rights. Your involvement will make it possible to fulfill that vision. Since its beginning in 1910, the Urban League movement has been built in partnership with business leaders nationally, and our affiliate was formed locally. The legacy continues today with the goodwill, understanding, and ongoing support of our corporate allies, corporations which assist the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh in helping disadvantaged individuals and communities to overcome barriers and become economically equipped to fully participate in all that this great region of southwestern Pennsylvania has to offer. Philanthropic dollars invested by corporate allies to help fund the ongoing programs and services in which the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh staff work with unemployed and underemployed working-age African-American adults in some of the region's most economically distressed areas, coaching and supporting them along a continuum towards economic self-reliance. You too can support the Urban League this evening via the silent auction that is underway, and your support is 100% tax deductible in that donation. The Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh is a nonprofit charitable organization registered as such for the state of Pennsylvania and designated by the IRS. This means your personal contribution to the Urban League is 100% tax deductible. That's right, 100% tax deductible. If you prefer to make an outright donation, you'll find a donate button at the same location. Maybe you've already started bidding on one of our more priceless items that you'll see, like a football autographed by Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. Or how about a 6-night stay in a Las Vegas condominium? Now, as this program does continue, you're going to see a QR code appear on your screen. Now, if you use your smartphone and you scan that image, it will take you directly to the auction page. There you can take part in the virtual silent auction. Scan that QR code, and then happy shopping, everybody. The auction, by the way, is going to remain open at the conclusion of the after party. When the auction does close, participants with the winning bids will receive a text message and given instructions on how to pay and how to check out. Now, whether you take part in our silent auction tonight or make an outright donation, or maybe you choose to do both, your dollars will be used to benefit those served by the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. And we want to thank you in advance for all your support.
We all need a little help sometimes. At Peoples, we want to make sure that you have safe natural gas service. Whether you need help with your utility bills or you're looking for some breathing room in your budget, we're here to give you options. Just visit our anonymous program finder. We'll show you which programs you may be eligible for and how to apply. Peoples, making your life better.
What are you going to do with your life? Do what you like. Do what you love. Do what's important to you. Do the things others don't. Dream about what's right for me, and we, and us. Then go do it. And know that we are here to listen, to understand, and turn your do into done. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
The Gala was first established in 1994 when Esther L. Bush began her tenure as a president and the CEO of the Pittsburgh Urban League. Now, just a few months ago, after 27 years of amazing service and 44 years of service to the Urban League movement, Esther retired in early November. Under Esther's leadership, the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh achieved and maintained the National Urban League's highest performance ranking for the past decade. Now, I'm sure Esther is watching this evening. If you are, Esther, hello, we do miss you. And we know we want to extend to you all our appreciation and all our thanks for your leadership and your accomplishments and all you've done during your tenure with the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. Tonight, I'm pleased to introduce to you the new president and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. With a background in business and a heart passionate about the Urban League mission, Carlos T. Carter is uniquely qualified to lead the Urban League's charge of empowering communities and changing lives. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president and CEO of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh, Carlos T. Carter.
Thank you, Andrew. Good evening. Thank you for joining us to pay tribute to two extraordinary leaders, this year's Ronald H. Brown honorees, Franco Harris and Rabbi Jeffrey Myers. Thank you, Franco and Rabbi, for your excellent community leadership, for leading by your example as you model compassion, service, tolerance, kindness, inclusivity, and love. Thank you to our corporate allies for your year-round support, and to our many partners and donors who make this event possible. Your support provides critical dollars to fill our funding gaps and underpins our programs and services of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. As I stand before you as a new leader of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh, I stand on the shoulders of many giants, like Miss Esther L. Bush, Leon Hayes, Art Edmonds, Wendell Friedland, Ruth Sanders Baldwin, Dr. George Edward Haynes, and so many more. Also on the great employees, board members, and volunteers who toil every day to help us execute our mission. This organization is important to me for many reasons, not only for its critical mission to enable African Americans to achieve economic self-reliance, parity, power, and civil rights, and also for the 20,000 or more people that we served last year alone. This mission is personal to me as a Black man, as my family has been impacted for 3 generations. This organization has helped my mother, my son Dalen, and me. Many years ago in the late 80s, my mom, who was a single mom of 3 and a postal employee, became injured. When that happened, she had to make a decision between paying her rent and buying food. She made the decision to buy food. Although she was fearful, she didn't know where to turn, but she ended up turning to the Urban League. The Urban League helped her to negotiate with the landlord, help her pay back her 2 months' rent until she could get back on her feet. We are so grateful for how the Urban League helped my mother. And that wasn't the last time. She was also helped when she was injured again at work. And the Urban League stepped in and helped her pay her mortgage this time, and also provided food through our annual Thanksgiving distribution. The Urban League also helped my son Dalen. Many years ago in 2015, although he was a highly intelligent young man, he was not doing his best in school. So we heard about from a pastor, C.L. Giles, about our program called the Black Male Leadership Development Institute, or BMLDI. When Dalen participated in this program, my wife and I noticed a notable difference. He began to improve in school and also excelled in athletics. Now I'm proud to report that Dalen recently graduated from Shippensburg University with a degree in biology, and now is currently a nursing student at UPMC Shadyside, and is also working towards becoming an entrepreneur and becoming a nurse anesthetist. Yet not only did the Urban League help my mother and my son, it also helped me. As a young community college student transferring to the University of Pittsburgh, I learned about the Urban League's job referral program. The Urban League gave me this referral to work at Montefiore University Hospital. In that role, I excelled, and management noticed the different things that I was doing and my potential. And they enrolled me in a mentoring program. Through that mentoring program, I started working in banking for 16 years. And the valuable business skills and acumen that I learned at the various banks prepared me to be the leader that I am today. Hearing my story, you probably can tell that my role at the Urban League is more than just a job, it's a calling. 3 generations of my family have benefited from the Urban League's programs and services, and I'm happy to pay it forward, to empower African Americans and other marginalized communities to live their best lives. Given the current state of Black Pittsburgh, the mission of enabling African Americans to achieve economic self-reliance, parity, power, and civil rights is more important than ever. As I stand before you as the new president and CEO of the Urban League, I'm committed to moving the mission forward, building upon the more than 100 years of service to the Greater Pittsburgh community. I'm committed to help making Pittsburgh most livable for all. Although I'm a proud Pittsburgher, I cannot rest until everyone is able to experience Pittsburgh as livable. I want Black people to move from surviving to thriving. Will you join me?
With the credibility gained from 100 years of service to the African American community and ranked as one of the nation's highest performing Urban League affiliates, our charge for the new century is to move African Americans from unemployment and underemployment to family-sustaining employment.
We invite you to join the movement, not as colored people, nor as white people, but together as American citizens.
Carlos, thank you very much, and we are excited to have you lead the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh for years to come as the president and CEO. Now let's take a moment to look ahead through the eyes of one of the area's young performers. Javier Dranick of the Alumni Theater Company is here to perform for us tonight.
Explosive emotions bang on my skull like drums. Neurons dance, dance to kingdom come. Sorry to amaze you. Man, I'm fly. Damn, I'm tired. I'm tired of it all. All work, no sleep. That's not true. Or is it? Is that valid? I feel cut off. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Am I not trying hard enough? Is it all in my head? Explosive emotions beat me into the ground like a stake. Even steaks hold up a tent. Too philosophical. Do some homework, watch some TV, look at all my motivation. Whoops, dropped it. Should I talk more? Be loud, too loud. Sorry to amaze you. Sorry to engage you. But you're not here. I guess rules are there to break, but I make mistakes like they were handed on a plate. And I try to leave, sometimes I'm standing in the way. I'm on the edge of crying all the time, 'cause I can't human right what a shame. I get wound up from the ground up, and I don't know why. Turn the sound up, turn the noise out, swallow won't, no cry. Got an anxious heart and its soulmate can't take it from a heartbreak. Did Billy Joel have self-esteem? Maybe Vienna wouldn't wait for me. I just want time in a tree. I need a place just for me, somewhere that I can be free. Keep the faith and just be what you'll be. Do you ever feel like you could live a real life like everybody else in the real world? You could be a real girl, you could be a wizard, you could be a NASA, you could write fiction, you could tame raptors. Most days I struggle and I get snappy. Screw all that, I just wanna be happy. Swimming against the current, am I wrong? Could you show me a warrant? Honestly, I'm a bum, I'm born, I'm on it. I get it, I got it. Wanna be 10 again, just me and Sonic, and nobody telling me I should be more than I am. Back when I had a plan, I just want time in a tree. I need a place just for me, somewhere that I can be free. Keep the faith and just be what you'll be.
Javier, thank you very, very much. The fulfillment of the Urban League's mission of enabling economic self-reliance, parity, power, and civil rights among African Americans in our region has always relied on compassionate involvement of individuals, corporations, and foundations. Your donation or silent auction purchase makes a direct positive impact on the agency's programs and services. Please, we invite you to take a moment tonight before the evening concludes to visit the silent auction and the donation site. What you can do is click the URL code that appears on your screen to get there directly. And once again, we thank you so much for your support. I want to say hats off to the Urban League Board of Directors for all the hard work and attention that resulted in this magical evening. We thank you so much for all the work you do. This group of dedicated volunteers makes the work of the Urban League their priority and takes the Urban League mission to heart. Now, at this time, I'd like to introduce to you Alan Trivolino, the Senior Vice President at PNC Investments and the Chair of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's Board of Directors. Alan.
Good evening. Thank you for joining in this virtual celebration of the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award honorees. We are thrilled to have you with us this evening. On behalf of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh's Board of Directors, I'm honored to offer congratulations to this evening's Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award recipients, Franco Harris and Rabbi Jeffrey Myers. Congratulations, and thank you for leading by example, teaching us by your efforts to be inclusive, responsive, kind, and committed to social and economic opportunity and equity for all Americans. When we are young, we naively think of greatness as fame, professional success, and material gain. But as we learn through life's journeys, greatness best exhibits itself in compassion, service, and brotherly love. In thinking about the needs of others, these are the attributes that causes us to most admire this year's two Ronald H. Brown Leadership honorees. The late Dr. Martin Luther King told us, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." In times of challenge and controversy, Franco Harris and Rabbi Myers think of others and find ways to lead to us all to a more inclusive, stronger, and healthier community for all. Gentlemen, we appreciate your examples as we continue through this particularly challenging period in history. The COVID-19 pandemic has added enormous pressure on our most distressed neighborhoods and households. These increased needs underscore the importance for the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh to be more available, resourceful, and innovative than ever in delivering programs and services. Thankfully, the community has responded with ongoing and increased support, enabling the Urban League to stabilize housing for more than 3,000 families through mortgage relief and rental assistance, protect over 4,000 households with hard-to-find essential hygiene items through the All One Pittsburgh initiative, distribute Thanksgiving provisions to 2,100 individuals, connect more than 200 underemployed or unemployed working-age adults to pre-apprenticeship and apprenticeship programs, and provide extracurriculum STEM exposure to middle and high school students, and so much more. Dollars raised from tonight's program will help assure the Urban League's ongoing ability to connect families, individuals, young, old, professional, or penniless, with resources that can lead to greater self-reliance. Thank you to all of the Urban League's year-round partners, the corporate allies, and to all of our partners, patrons, donors, and silent auction participants this evening. Thank you to all who have contributed time, treasure, and talent toward this year's successful gala. including the extraordinary talents of performing artists from our community, whom we are thrilled to be able to feature tonight throughout this evening's program. Now, in just a few moments, Andrew will present the first honoree. But before he does, I would like to present another performance from the Alumni Theater Company, this one featuring Michaela Keys and Anaya La.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair. I read my credit card bill up. Thought a new dress would make it better. I tried to work it away, but that just made me even sadder. I tried to keep myself busy. I ran around in circles, think I made myself dizzy. I slept it away, I texted away, I read it away. Well, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal clouds. Yeah, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal clouds. I tried to run it away. Thought that my head be feeling clearer. I traveled 70 states. Thought moving around make me feel better. I tried to let go my lover. Thought if I was alone, then maybe I could recover. Write it away or cry it away. Well, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal clouds. Yeah, it's like cranes in the sky. Sometimes I don't wanna feel those metal clouds.
Get in all of the fun and participate in our virtual photo booth brought to you by citizens. Simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and become a part of tonight's festivities.
Thank you very much, Alan. Also, thank you, Michaela, and thank you, Anaya. And now for the presentation of our first award of the evening. Please join me in congratulating the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Award winner, Franco Harris.
Franco is a giant of a human being. And then for the majority of the world, he is a giant because of his accomplishments as a professional athlete. And he certainly deserves enormous praise and high status for what he did on the field. In the last 13, 14 years since we started the Pittsburgh Promise, I've gotten much closer to Franco. And some giants, when you get close to them, they shrink in size. Franco has gotten bigger.
I just found Franco to be
You're just a genuine person. And you think, I mean, all the things that he's achieved, you would think, that, his attitude toward people would be different because of all his accomplishments and, how people look up to him. But, it's not. He's just, he's still Franco to me. I'm still Woody to him.
He is very humble. He is a servant in the best sense of that word and leads by serving. And his scholarship has now transformed the lives of at least 10,600 students. And through his leadership of the Pittsburgh Promises Board, we have supported about 6,000 African American students with around $75 million in college scholarships.
He's just a hard worker, a caring person as well. He's one of those people that reaches back to help others as well. That's why I think he's a great candidate for this award, because when you look at Ronald Brown and what he did in his life as well, this is how you carry it forward and carry it on based on having people with the character of Franco Harris.
Economic self-reliance, parity in power, and civil rights for some people are things that they do because they believe they are important. For Franco Harris, that's the air that he breathes. Those things are Franco's nature. Advocating and working toward those ends doesn't require Franco waking up in the morning and saying, today I'm going to be about the following things. Those things are what Franco's life, Franco's faith, Franco's worldview, Franco's priorities, Franco's agenda are driven by these priorities. And whether it's through running his business or through being on the board of the Pittsburgh Promise or a handful of other boards, whether it's showing up at a center on the north side or a center in Hazelwood to talk to a group of kids, whether it's doing a Facebook interview or a NFL sports interview, the air that he breathes, the water in which he swims are those things.
I just like people that like to work hard, when you look at their success and achievement, you know how they got there, because you can see it in regard to how they run their business, how they run their life as well. I had 12 years with the Steelers, and again, it was 12 good years because of the leadership and things that I saw from Franco Harris, how he worked, how he continued to work, and how he impressed that upon the rest of us as well. So he's just a good person that you want to have in your organization, have in your life, to make sure hold you accountable in regard to what you need to do as well.
Please join me in congratulating the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Award winner, Franco Harris.
Good evening. Thank you, Urban League, for the honor of receiving the Ronald H. Brown Award. The name on this award says so much and means so much. To be receiving this award, as I said, is quite an honor. To the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh, thank you for your continued commitment to provide services and programs for people in our communities. Programs that promote achievement so that opportunities can become realities. And thank you for changing lives by helping people with their struggles and finding ways to lessen their challenges. So what are the things that can shape a city, a community, a family, or a child? Can it be a single person? Or can it be a group of people? Can it be an organization, charity, corporation, or foundations? I think that all of the above have some responsibility in shaping who we become as a city, a community, or an individual. All of us should have a continuous commitment to make a difference and to help others reach their potential. Ron Brown showed us that. He set new standards, sought new opportunities, and showed us that if we put our mind to it, we can achieve anything. I also like to say it's an honor to share this day with Rabbi Myers. His synagogue has faced so much, but he keeps hope and he keeps faith and he bravely keeps moving forward. It's an honor, Rabbi. Once again, thank you for this award, but let's all stay committed to making Pittsburgh a great city for everyone.
Franco, congratulations to you once again, and we want to thank you for being a champion for our community time and time again.
Because life. Because life is constantly changing. And at Highmark, we believe that healthcare should change with it. So we're simplifying, streamlining, inventing ways to be better. Because life and health work together in harmony. And we want you to make the most of both. Because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Award to Rabbi Jeffrey Myers.
There's a concept in Islam, which is best kind of put through this poet named Hafiz. So he said that the place where you are right now, God has circled on a map for you. And Rabbi Myers appeared at such a critical time and went through such a tragedy, but was able to show such leadership, such commitment to bringing people together, such strength. And I think true leaders, who can step up in times like that, are rare. And he's definitely a rare leader. Yeah.
He arrived in Pittsburgh about 14 months before the shooting and really made it his calling to get to know every congregant by name, to find out what it was about them that mattered, why they went to the synagogue, being part of things. If they had a particular prayer that they liked to read, either in English or Hebrew, he'd call upon them very often. He really got to know everybody as a person.
He said that he really felt that God called him to this city. Now, it was a little over a year after he arrived when this tragedy took place. It needed the city, the Jewish community, the Tree of Life congregation really needed the right leader to help them to navigate from where they were to where we are today.
There are two ways to respond. In this case, you can either withdraw or you can lean in and take the most of the experience and move forward. And I think that's what Rabbi Myers has represented.
After years of now seeing him in action, it's really impressive to me how he's stayed committed to ensuring that he builds bridges within his community, and he's maintained bridges, right? The maintenance of a bridge, I think, is very important. We always talk about bridge builders, but bridge maintainers is huge, and he's also that. The bond between the Muslim and Jewish community has had many people maintaining that bridge, well before our times in Pittsburgh, my time and his time, but he's maintained it really great, in a really great way.
He's a man of compassion, a man of vision, a man of great convictions. He has been a man of resilience. but it says a lot that he was willing to stay, willing to comfort, willing to serve as a catalyst to bring people together.
He knows that he has a platform, and then what does he use it for? To ensure that we don't use the H word anymore, to make sure that we live up to the City of Bridges title, that we all kind of keep going, and to remind us, every year that the work is not done. That bridge building and bridge maintenance, and maintaining is not something that you complete. It is something that is a practice, that is something that we have to do as a commitment to our faith, if we are people of faith, or to being Pittsburghers. It's part of our DNA, it's part of our identity. Rabbi Myers just exudes the essence of what it means to love your neighbor, which is such an important thing in this community. And ensuring that all of us kind of live, in this world where we speak and talk and focus on love more than anything else. So he acts with love, works with love, he shows up with love, and I think that's one of the most special things about Rabbi Myers is it's always so obvious, he's somebody who's very driven by the notion of love. So I think that's very fitting that he receives a reward for that reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Award to Rabbi Jeffrey Myers.
I never had been to Pittsburgh prior to 2017. And growing up on the East Coast, we always called this vast area Pennsyltucky, which incorporated Western Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Eastern Ohio into some nebulous region. On my first visit to Pittsburgh, before being called to be the rabbi of Tree of Life, as I disembarked from the underground tram that takes you from the various terminals to the main terminal in Pittsburgh International Airport, I stepped onto the escalator. As I rode down the escalator, my eyes quickly caught the skeleton of what I think is a Tyrannosaurus Rex on the left. And then, on the landing on my right, two statues, one of President George Washington, the other, which most of you already know, is of my co-honoree, Franco Harris, making the Immaculate Reception, which many have voted as the greatest football play ever. That told me all that I needed to know about Pittsburgh. I was humbled enough to be thought worthy of the Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award, but now, to be in the same sentence and co-honored with Franco Harris leaves me temporarily speechless. However, being a rabbi, I quickly recovered and am ready to proceed. I have never felt that I am deserving of any awards. I'm just one man, thrust into a horrific situation that has tried to do my best. When my good friend and former president and CEO of the Urban League, Esther Bush, informed me of this distinguished honor over lunch this summer, I quite literally choked for a moment. But that is not where the story ends. This is a story about respect for each other, something that the Black and Jewish communities strived to grow and need to reseed to move forward together. I explained to Esther that I would be unavailable on a Friday evening since it would be the Jewish Sabbath, which would thus not make it possible for me to travel to the event, plus the fact that I would be leading our Sabbath services at that same time. We spoke about some potential alternatives and left it at that. Imagine my surprise when Esther informed me that the executive board had met and felt so strongly that they wanted to honor me that for the first time in the history of the Urban League, the event was moved to a Thursday to accommodate my religious observances. That act said it right there. The Urban League modeled collaboration and respect in their decision and made a very strong statement to all who will listen that we must work with our willing partners, of which I am one. So while I am humbled to be a recipient of the Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award, you honor me, and by extension, the entire Jewish community of Pittsburgh by your decision to change the night of this event. My response is to honor you and thank you for demonstrating to all of Pittsburgh what can be achieved when we work together for a noble purpose. May this be a lesson heard loud and clear, not just in Pittsburgh, but around the world. When the Black and Jewish communities work together, we can achieve remarkable things. Let us keep the momentum going. I remember reading an article in the early part of January on the impact of the career of the late great actor Sidney Poitier. He wrote the following in one of his books: "History will pinpoint me as merely a minor element in an ongoing major event, a small, if necessary, energy, but I am nonetheless gratified at having been chosen. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for this honor."
Rabbi, we want to say congratulations to you on your well-deserved Community Leadership Award for the work you do to build tolerance, brotherly love, and understanding, as well as unity in our community.
This moment was not meant to happen.
Neither was this.
The odds of this?
No chance.
It simply shouldn't have happened.
But they did.
They did.
Congratulations to both our Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awardees this evening. As our program now begins to wind down, I want to introduce to you an Urban League board member, former Urban League board chair, current chair of the Urban League's Development and External Relations Committee, and the Chief Operating Officer at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Annie Hanna Sestra.
Thank you, Andrew. Good evening, and thank you for being part of the virtual celebration of our two extraordinary Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Award recipients, Franco Harris and Rabbi Jeffrey Myers. Congratulations, and thank you both for what you do every day to build a more inclusive, just, and equitable Southwestern Pennsylvania for all of us. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge our corporate allies. These are corporations who partner with the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh all year long, helping to ensure the continuation of vital programs and services. Thank you, BNY Mellon, Citizens Bank, Dollar Bank, Giant Eagle, Highmark Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Highmark Whole Care, Howard Hanna Mortgages Services, KeyBank, Pfizer, Pitt Ohio Express, PNC Bank, PPG, UPMC. I want to add my appreciation to all of you who are attending this evening, to our contributors, large and small, and to the many who gave of their time and talent to make this evening a success. So many positive actions added up to my being able to announce that as of the start of the program this evening, the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Leadership Award Gala raised more than $500,000. That's a record breaker. Thank you, one and all.
I started feeling real bad, and she was immediately like, "You're going to the hospital." And I didn't fuss, which I usually do. I had no idea that I was having a heart attack.
But on the way there, we had green lights.
Because she was going to run them anyway, because I had told her to run them. Staff, they treated me like I was the MVP. If I would have waited, it would have been too late.
They had did everything they needed to do to save her life.
And to me, that's love. I did not choose to have a heart attack, but I did choose UPMC.
As a special evening comes to a close, please join me in a special salute to our Ronald H. Brown Community Leadership Awardees, Franco Harris and Rabbi Jeffrey Myers.
L'chaim.
And once again, congratulations and a toast to this year's Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awardees. Well done. So this concludes the 2021 Ronald H. Brown Leadership Awards program. Now, this program will flow right into the virtual after party featuring Blues Foundation Award nominee Miss Freddie. The silent auction, though, will run into the after party as well. Now, when the auction does close, participants with those winning bids will be texted, and you'll be given instructions on how to check out. And remember, by bidding on these items, you are also helping to support the mission of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. We invite you to visit the virtual photo booth, make your final bid on silent auction items, or just make an outright donation to the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh. And let's all pledge to make our community what we all want it to be: strong, diverse, and self-reliant. Thank you for joining us this evening, and good night.
Get in all of the fun and participate in our virtual photo booth brought to you by citizens. Simply pull out your phone, scan the QR code by taking a photo, and become a part of tonight's festivities.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. You know God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. You know God's gonna trouble the water. See that host all dressed in white? He's gonna trouble the water. Said it looks like the children of the Israelites. He's gonna trouble the water. Well, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. You know God's gonna trouble the water. See that host all dressed in red? He's gonna trouble the water. Said it looks like the children out of Moses' land. He's gonna trouble the water. Said I looked up the river and what did I see? He's gonna trouble the water. See the band of angels, Lord, coming after me. He's gonna trouble the water. Well, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. You know God's gonna trouble the water. Chilly and cold, he's gonna trouble the water. Said it chills my body, but not my soul. He's gonna trouble the water. Said if you get there, well, before I do, he's gonna trouble the water. Tell all my friends, yeah, I'm coming too. He's gonna trouble the water. Well, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. You know God's gonna trouble the water. I said God's gonna trouble the water. Well, God's gonna trouble the water.
This next song that I want to do is an original tune. It's written by a friend, musician friend out of Huntington, West Virginia. Thank you, Mr. Mike Lazanga, talking about slipping away.
just an illusion we've seen before. Yeah, it's a nightmare coming back for more. Darling, I know just how you feel, 'cause this heartache is all too real, and there ain't nothing we can do or say to make it like it was yesterday. Do you feel our love? Do you feel our love? Do you feel our love slipping away? Baby, all these dreams that we share are going up in flames. Baby, I thought you cared. And now my heart is broken in two. 'Cause darling, you know I love you. When I hear you call me, there's a tear in my eye. And now I feel, baby, like it was all a lie. And there's only one thing that we can do or say, just like it was yesterday. Do you feel our love? Do you feel our love? Do you feel our love slipping away? Do you feel our love? 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 Do you feel our love slipping away? Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. You know what? If it ain't gonna shake, baby, you got to make it swing. Woo! I'm having so much fun, I can't stop. Don't try to stop me.